Good evening, everyone.
I'm channeling my inner Alex Twal and being sick for no reason this week. Nevertheless, I have more resolve than he does, so I'm actually going to do my job.
Push on.
I had a great start.
None of us are 100%, but we're going to do it anyway. So,
okay.
let's start off with
Thursday. The Panthers and the Roosters played a game of football in which you would never catch me dead advocating for the Panthers, but my word were they ripped off in this game on like 5 separate occasions. Yeah, right. There were 2 particularly egregious ones, I think, and it's unfortunate because they all happened within the space of like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
First off, C.Y. Long, he stripped the ball. He plain and simple stripped the ball because.
He's only making it. Oh, no, yeah, he's pulling his hair. Yeah, that's because he just put his head in there.
In the first place. I cannot believe that call, honestly, because it's like, see how long his head's away from the contest, right? And he puts his hand in and pulls the ball out, and that's somehow not a stripping motion.
Strip. Yeah.
I was dumbfounded, and then it got worse because Daly Cherry Evans
knocked on in
goal. Look how we have the 30s here.
Yeah, he's
the
not doing
funniest
great,
part about that one was the on-field reference Adam G for that game. He gave the bunker a second chance to get the call right, and they still got it wrong.
It's got to have been on purpose. This is Ashley Klein was in the bunker.
This was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was bad. Like, look, and I'm not a fan of either of these teams. I'm a fan of football being adjudicated right. And that wasn't adjudicated right.
No, the entire game was so bad. The Roosters were offside every tackle.
Yeah.
I swear they never got back 10. It was ridiculous. This was a joke of a football game, and it's just I've resigned to the fact that the Roosters are going to make the grand final, come hell or high water. I'm done. I can't do it with this shit anymore. Yeah, I cannot do it.
And look,
especially now that Daly's going overseas, it's like it's going to happen, right? They're going to get there, and it's going to be great. I hope you're all ready for fucking Roosters to win.
So bad luck, Penrith. I mean,
this was a joke, dude. This was so bad.
Look, on the positives, both teams were very good defensively.
Look, don't get me wrong. It was a riveting game of football. This was harkening back to the football that everybody likes, where it's every try matters. And so you're on the edge of your seat. Like, I don't think anyone in that stadium would have breathed for like the final 20 minutes of that game. It was phenomenal.
Their defense was incredible, and the only reason they got a second try was because of the poor call.
Exactly.
There's no way that would have happened otherwise.
Like, I don't want to praise the Roosters.
No,
but that's the best goal line defense I've seen from them in a very, very long time. Because Penrith, with the amount of ball they had, like in the first half, should have had 2 or 3 tries. So they did very, very well.
Yeah, they did. They did a good job.
But you have any particular thoughts about the game on the whole?
I mean, I got my tip
right.
But no, that's a fraudulent tip.
It doesn't feel good.
Fraudulent. In terms of performances, like Daly Cherry Evans scored 2 tries. 50 bucks. Yay.
One that you shouldn't have.
And look, the Roosters keep winning without James Tedesco, I suppose, because Cody Ramsey's actually really good.
He's not bad.
He's doing pretty well. We say it every week. Nafahu White is just the best. He is just the best. He had 13 runs for 171 meters in this game against Penrith. He's just ridiculous.
He is very
He should be.
He'll be proper.
If he's not, I'm going to be
something
livid.
Wrong. Yeah, he needs to be.
See, I don't think he will.
Who do you think?
I think Jackson Ford, just based on how good he started the year. Because they do it based on the Dally M points, right?
Yeah.
So he was leading, I think, when it went behind. So it's going to be him. I really think it'll be Adam Fanua-Blake. Because, like, with how the Dally M voting goes, it gets, like, if there are so many good players in the team, they're going to start cannibalizing each other's points. And that's what's going to happen here. With the Sharks, for example, with Adam Fanua-Blake, it's Hines and Trindle, and no one else. Maybe Blake Brayley, but he's had a pretty quiet year so far. Okay, yeah. So, no. So yeah, I can't wait for Nafahu White will be a forever underrated football player, and I'm very, very mad about it.
I guess Tamala might have a shot just due to the fact that
he's been available, I suppose.
He's probably got points in nearly every game he's played.
You'd hope so.
Yeah.
Who else? Celeste Fekete is really good.
Mm.
He's been really good since they lost Angus Crichton.
Not Corey Horsbury.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on from that comment.
Who else is there? Who else was good in this game? Oh, Rob Toyer.
He's always
good.
He's
Right?
always good.
You don't say anything about Rob Toyer. I think that's just. I mean, the Roosters won, and I hate it.
Yeah.
And the Panthers lost, and I can't believe I'm mad that the Panthers lost.
Mm.
And yeah, this was just a goofy game on both sides. Dylan Edwards, I thought was pretty bad. I thought
He
Dylan
had
Edwards was
another
pretty bad.
He had another one of his. Let's drop the ball every time we get it.
He definitely looked like a guy that hadn't played football.
Yeah.
So
I think that's what he came out and basically said. He was a bit rusty.
Yeah,
and stuff, so.
that's fair. But they were like, without Isaiah, I thought Lindsay Smith was excellent. Like as soon as he came back on for his second stint, the Panthers' ball movement looked infinitely better. And like, I love Luron Patea. I think he's a great forward. He's not what they need at the 13 position.
No, and look,
he was good. You know,
their numbers are relatively decent.
Liam Henry is a tackling machine. He's always been good at that. Like
Brian Toto runs for a casual.
I feel like they're really missing Mitch Kenny. I feel like they're really missing Mitch Kenny.
He's a hooker.
I feel like they are.
They're a pretty important part of the team.
I feel like they're kind of underrated. Although I feel like the hooker position as a whole this year has been meh. You know, like Harry Grant.
There haven't been many.
Underperformed. Blake Brayley's been out and underperforming. Like, who's been the best hooker this year? Reece Robson might be the form hooker. I'm going to hit you in the head. He might be the form hooker of the competition, I suppose.
At the moment, at least.
I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
Isaiah Papali'i was also really good in this game. But yeah, it's just we have a new team in first for the first time in what feels like 5 years. So enjoy it, everyone. It's the Roosters.
It wasn't quite 5 years.
Shit.
Because Canberra were there last year.
Yeah, I know. You know, that year didn't even feel like it happened.
Yeah, no.
Just like Fosball didn't feel like it happened.
Fosball's dead.
It's fully dead.
It is dead.
It's come full circle, right? It was round 4 when they played the Dolphins and put 50 on them, where it was like, aha, it's happening. And now they've lost to the Dolphins. And everything
and couldn't score a point.
Couldn't score anything.
And they got a sin bin, but so did the Dolphins.
This game was bad.
Yeah, it
wasn't a bad game. I expected the Dolphins to win by like 50.
Yeah, you know.
But like,
I don't think they care that much. They're winning. They're in the top 4.
Yeah, they just need to keep winning so they stay in the top 4 at this point.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's just
who can knock them out? Cronulla. And maybe the Knights. They're the only ones who can.
Yeah, this wasn't a great game of football.
Nah, look, both teams completing mid-70s isn't great.
Yeah, right. Like, well, not much ball in play, you know. It's just...
They played the ball speeds were all slow. This wasn't great.
But that's going to come as a function of 2 forward packs that are not elite, I want to say.
That's
really. And, like, especially Manly, because, like, I know they've lost Taniela for second now, but even the past month or so, he's been really, really poor.
Yeah, he has. He started out like a house on fire, and now he's like falling through the floor.
And like, what did we say the starting forward pack was? It was Simeone Laafi and Nathan Brown, I think. Or who was starting? No, Fletcher Baker started prop. Laafi and Baker started.
Yeah, Brown came off the bench.
Yeah. So that's just proof of how poor the Manly forward pack is going. They played Nick Lanats for 40 minutes.
Isn't he the ex-Cowboy?
Yes. Yeah, Nathan Brown was actually the only forward outside Ola Kawatu, but I don't even count him at this point. He's the Lamborghini parked in the trailer park.
He just does so much every single game.
He had nearly 100 posts.
Ruben Garrick had a good game. He ran for 223.
Ruben Garrick runs a lot.
He's big and strong. He's huge.
I was hoping the Manly's attack would look better with Faulalo back. Nope.
It was terrible.
Nope, it was bad.
It was awful.
So, yeah.
They've got nothing. They're out. They're not making the 8. So everybody who thinks they can still make it, shut up.
The start of the year and now is what I thought Manly would be like the whole year when I thought they'd finish in last. They just happened to play well for 3 months for some reason. I don't get how that happened. No. So have fun with your 3-year extension or whatever it is.
Yeah.
They need to fix the roster first before doing anything.
Well, that's it, right? You know, this Selwyn Cobbo seems to know how to play football.
What the? That's the best finish I've seen from a winger this year.
He had like 3 or 4
How in the world did he score that?
And he still got that ball there without going out.
That was amazing.
Zacko played well. He ran for nearly 300 metres.
They all played well enough.
Yeah.
They all played well enough to win this game, and that's all they really needed to do.
Yeah.
So, kudos to them, I suppose.
Sure, Jeffu's running well still.
He does good things. Frank Moller's
He's
gone under the radar this year. He's been sneakily really
had
decent
a
impact
really
for
good
them.
game. Lillard was a bit quiet, but he did get sent to 10 as well, which sort of didn't help.
Who needs Kurt Donahue? Max Platt and Ray Stone.
Man, Max Platt is just mad.
He's the best.
He is so good. He would be good for Queensland for like 10 years.
Oh yeah, he's going to be in that team forever.
Unless he gets injured, he'll be in there forever.
It's going to be great.
Yep.
Darren's boy.
I thought Cody Nicarima had a pretty good day as well.
Yeah, look, he's actually a very talented footballer. And he's, going to
Dragons.
Dragons?
Interesting halves dilemma they're going to have.
Oh,
I don't think it'll be
I
that
thought they might have
interesting.
meant the Catalan Dragons.
So, are the Dolphins the favourites to make 4?
I think it'll take
You reckon it's them or the Knights? Probably.
They're the
I
most
don't think
in
the Knights
form.
will.
I think of the teams that can make fourth, they're the most in form.
I tell you what, a week 1 matchup between the Dolphins and the Roosters would be very, very entertaining.
It'd be cool.
I'd love to see that.
It'd be great if the Roosters lost that.
Yeah, especially, right? Awesome. Well, see, the Dolphins' first game was against the Roosters.
Maybe.
Their first finals game being
Could be
against the
against
Roosters.
the Roosters.
That's a good story.
The bonus for the
if you're going to
Dolphins-
rig something, do it that way.
The Dolphins, at least if they finish fourth, get a second bite of the cherry. If they
This is true.
happen to
And
lose.
basically anybody in the bottom half of the 4 is cannon fodder.
How are the Warriors still in talks of battle of the 8? They're in the top 4.
They're in the 8. That's the thing.
Yeah, but battle for the 8 should be like
You know who else is in the 8?
bottom 2 of the 8.
The
or
Rhinos.
top 2 behind.
And yes, they almost ended Bulldogs' chances in this game.
Almost.
Almost.
There's a big blow, that's for sure.
Yeah. It wasn't good. The Bulldogs were bad.
Bulldogs were bad. You know who was good though? David Fafita had probably the best performance he's had in years.
He was
This
excellent.
was classic David.
This is
Fafita.
him back to his barnstorming best, like playing for Brisbane against Cowboys. And
basically, he loves playing the Cowboys.
Yeah, I know.
He loves playing the Cowboys.
I don't know why that is, but
This
anyway.
is because the Cowboys can't tackle.
Yeah, well, that helps.
But this was.
Matt Duffy ran for 300 metres again.
No, he ran for 299.
Yeah, you know, I ran it up.
Oh, whoa.
Right, it breaks the streak or
Right.
whatever.
No, last week he only did 200
Ah,
as well. So.
Last weekend.
But yeah, this was just clinical from the Rabbits. They were really good.
They
The
were excellent.
Scoreline should have been worse, but no one can kick.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that was terrible, but they got to figure that out.
yeah.
Didn't even Duffy have a kick at some point? No, I don't think it was him.
No, yeah, he
I
did.
did, yeah.
He had one. Sullivan had a few, and then hurt himself. They had like 3 opportunities in this game to take penalty goals and just couldn't because they had no one to kick.
No
them.
one to kick him, yeah.
So this game should have been like the scoreline should have been a lot worse for the Bulldogs anyway. But like the Rabbits, we're at the point of the year where you just do what you have to do if you're in the 8.
The Rabbits
that's
keep
exactly
on
what the
trucking?
Rabbits did.
The
This was
Rabbits
really
keep
good.
on trucking the Bulldogs. Their season is now hanging
Yeah,
by a
Yeah,
thread.
they need a lot of things to go their way now.
Because they're actually playing a team that's in form next week.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Interesting.
yeah.
I never want to watch a game of football that doesn't have Cameron Murray in it ever again. He is just the best.
He's fun to watch.
He is the best lock in the
Oh,
competition.
he is.
And it is evident in how different the Rabbitohs look when he's playing.
Yeah.
He's so good.
And look, that's even without, like, probably their marquee player.
They're still
as
missing
now.
Latrell Mitchell. Like, they're doing really well in
They are.
his absence.
And considering of their injuries, like, some teams with their injuries have fallen to the floor, like the Broncos, but
Yeah.
this team has trucked through it, and they're in the 8, and they're in the finals. They have to be. They're already on 32 points.
They'll get
So,
there,
yeah.
It's amazing. Who needs Adam Elliott for 12 minutes?
Wow.
You and
Yeah.
Aitken played most of the games, so that's fine. But like, they played Peter Barmazelis, finally. I don't know why he hasn't been playing at all this year, but he played, and they looked really good. Funny how that works.
Well, you got a quality hooker come on.
Yeah. Also, Campbell Graham. Love Campbell Graham.
Mm-hmm.
Love Campbell Graham. He's awesome.
There's only that one. The only one talking point, I suppose, is the Stephen Crichton running into the referee.
Oh, yeah, that whole thing.
It just looks off.
I get the arguments for both sides. Stephen Crichton can't see where the referee is. He just can't, because he's not looking at him. He's watching Lockie Hubner with the ball.
But he's going the wrong direction.
No, if you watch, he can't move in tandem with the guy with the ball in defense. That just can't happen.
There was nobody on his inside. Why didn't he do? There was no defender there. That's why he ran that way.
No, because Hubner was taking that outside line and then threw the dummy and stepped in. That's why
Yeah.
Crichton was still drifting out. That's
Look.
the whole point of a dummy.
Yeah. In the past, that has been a fine at least anyway. running into the referee is not a thing.
Yeah,
I
see,
remember seeing there was a Tyson,
that I understand.
there was a Tyson Frizzell thing where all he was doing was walking past and just, you know how sometimes you walk past somebody and just to sort of avoid them, you just put a hand out and push.
Yeah.
He got fined for doing that
Yes,
on a referee,
Which
is dumb.
I think it's slightly different.
But it's not like it was purposeful. It wasn't in malice. It wasn't anything like that.
It's not in malice, sure, but it was purposeful.
Okay,
Like
so
that wasn't in general play. That was waiting for someone to take a penalty kick or something.
I think yes, there was a knock on or something.
Exactly, it was a stoppage in play.
Yeah.
So you have an entire field to avoid the referee. In general play like this one, you don't really have the you don't have the wherewithal to know A, where the referee is, B, how to best avoid him while trying to stop someone with the ball. It just common sense dictates that
he almost tackled the referee. His arms were like this, almost around that.
Yeah, because that's how momentum works.
What, you're turning sideways?
No, I mean if you're running and you hit something, your arms go in front of you because that's inertia.
I don't know. I still think it still looks odd. Anyway, at worst, it looks odd. So
I think they got the.
It's hard. But it doesn't matter. It didn't stop the. Stopped the try. That's the problem.
Well, see, I would argue that the referee helped him though, because he was full bolting to the other side of the field. The referee being there immediately stops his running so he can cut back to where Hubner is. If the referee wasn't there, Hubner goes through even easier. In my opinion, I think the referee actually helped Stephen Crichton on that play.
Yeah, and that's the problem.
That's the goofy part about this whole thing. So he got helped and still Hubner scored.
Yeah, but it wasn't classed as a try.
See, logically, it should have stayed a try with the rules, by the letter of the law. I understand why it wasn't.
Crichton, his balance was still heading in that direction.
Exactly.
Hubner cut back in. He was not stopping him. Even if he hadn't bumped the ref, Crichton was not stopping Hubner.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Logically,
common sense needs to prevail.
Common sense says that should be a try. Yeah. By letter of the law, I get why it wasn't.
I understand if Crichton had been on the other side of...
Yeah, because then it's essentially an obstruction.
Yeah. It was still Crichton's decision to run in that direction. Yeah, so
I think they got the call right, but it's a goofy rule.
I think they used common sense, which obviously they don't have, because there's lots of incidences of no common sense this weekend.
This is true. But yeah, it's just... The Rabbits did well.
They did,
really well.
And the Bulldogs didn't.
They completed well. Their big thing has been needing to hold on to the ball this year, and they've seemingly gotten the hang of it. So that's a scary Rabbitohs team if they can figure out how to complete more than 70% of it.
Well, that's it. Look, they're not a bad football team by any stretch.
No, not at all.
It's just that they've had horrendous years in the past.
Well, everyone keeps getting injured. Yeah. Everyone keeps getting injured.
I don't know what their health and conditioning, strength and conditioning coach is doing, but it's not getting them conditioned.
49ers of the NRL. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yes, the Rabbitohs are good. The Bulldogs aren't. The Sharks also aren't good.
They are
and
bad.
I've been saying this forever.
Although we could say that it's partially to do with the fact that Trindle was off.
Trindle's shoulder exploded.
Yes.
Which does suck because he's been excellent.
Yeah.
If he plays this game, they probably score more than one try in the second half, and I'd say they probably win.
Yeah, probably.
But there's no use talking in hypotheticals. The Sharks suck. Ha. You're going to lose.
The Raiders, who people think are still a chance of making the 8.
Well, they are still a chance of making the 8.
Are they on 26?
They're on the same number of wins as the Bulldogs.
They're on 24.
They're on the same number of wins as the Bulldogs. They both have 10 wins.
Oh, that's right, because the
Raiders
have a bye next week.
Yeah.
Week after.
25. Yeah. But yeah, so it's just... The Raiders do this. They always do this. They always are in and around the 8, and they pull some bullshit to make it.
I don't think they do it this year.
I pray that they don't, because it's only going to come at one team's expense. So, we'll talk about that later. What we can talk about in this game was Joe Tarpany. He was amazing. He's just the best.
I'll be honest, I wasn't here watching this game because I was actually watching the Wallabies beat Japan.
Yes, that also did happen.
They beat the pants off Japan.
Yeah,
this is true.
But yes, I didn't actually watch this game.
But Joe Tarpany was awesome. He had 170 meters. He broke 6 tackles, had 4 offloads.
Look, that's a bit of old school Tarpany.
Scored a try. He had a great game. Owen Paddy's been excellent this year. It's the usual suspects, Sam Tamale being back in the centres, and he played really well. I was quite impressed with him.
They have Mexican.
But it's the usual suspects, you know. It's your Ethan
Although there
Sanders.
weren't that many meters on offer, were there? I mean, even their biggest was only 181.
No, that is true. Both teams completed really well. This was a pretty high quality game of football. It's just that the Sharks didn't have the firepower.
Ran further, I think. Ran for more meters.
Yes, they did. They had more runs.
More runs by like 40.
Yeah, the Raiders had like a decent minority of possession.
Yeah.
They did pretty well. I was very, very impressed with them. But this is just stock standard Raiders bullshit, you know?
Yeah.
This is just what they do. Who needs Corey Horsburgh when you've got Joe Roddy? Like that's the mentality they
Joe
have.
Roddy.
Exactly.
He ran 10 times for 66 meters. That's not good.
But yeah, it's just like this is what the Raiders do. And
And
I'm
Josh
sick of it.
It is a good time for Josh to finish because what did he do? 6 runs.
Oh,
for
you were
38.
going to see the most emotionally charged Raiders team you have ever seen in the next 3 weeks.
Doesn't always work though.
We know that.
Yes. Being emotionally charged can actually be a detriment.
But see, here's the thing: we've grown accustomed to the Cowboys. We're not used to teams that like playing football. The Raiders like playing football. That's one thing you can always say about Ricky Stewart teams is that they try bloody hard. And they have a good team. They're playing for Josh now. I will not be shocked if they make finals. I'm saying that right now.
You know, all the Cowboys need to do is win against
The Tigers, and it doesn't matter anyway. But
yeah,
something about a must-win game against the Tigers reeks.
Well, it's not must-win yet because
they're going to lose
more
to
up their
the
sleeve.
They're going to lose to the Raiders.
They're playing up here.
They just beat the Sharks.
I don't care.
You just said the Sharks are bad.
Yeah, the Cowboys are also bad. What's your point?
Up here, they're a little bit better.
But yeah, it's just this is a crushing blow for Cronulla with Trindle being out because he's been their best player this year.
Because they're going to struggle from here. They're in the 8, but
and they also didn't have Adam Blake for this game because he was suspended. Like they still have a good forward pack, but that does hurt.
Yeah, of course it does.
No, nonetheless.
Calhoun did alright.
Calhoun always does well. He's a
Cale Hero ran for 250 just for fun.
That'll do it. Yep. 28 runs. Yeah. But that's what the Sharks do right there. Outside.
And Will Kennedy always runs for a lot of meters as well.
They got a good team. They got a good team.
They do, but they just
suck. Craig Fitzgibbon's a bad coach.
I don't think he's that good.
Craig Fitzgibbon is the same as Trent Robinson. They are the same.
Trent's a bit better, but yes.
No, he just has a better team. He just has a better team.
Yeah, well, you didn't say that earlier on. You thought, oh, he's just a bad coach, but he's not a bad coach.
They're both bad coaches.
Okay.
Both bad coaches.
There are any other bad coaches.
We're just watching Sione Katoa, I guess, in this team. For the
We
Cowboys.
are. He's going all right.
He's going fine. Who's not going fine is the Cowboys. I hate this team. Why do they always do this? Well, I mean, I know why they always do this because Todd Payton sucks, but like, how? How is this like tolerated within the 4 walls? I do not understand. This is a stupid game. Stupid, dumb game. Yeah, I'm not shocked either. That's the thing. I'm not shocked that this happened.
We can't beat Parramatta for some reason.
Because Parramatta actually try. Because Parramatta actually try when they play football games. The Cowboys don't.
Panthers game.
Okay, they've tried, I think, 3 times this year. The Roosters, Rabbits, and Panthers. Every other game, they've coasted.
Both times.
Broncos just suck.
Yeah, they're really bad.
Creates the Broncos are just bad.
But the only real talking point out of this, apart from the fact that the Cowboys blew a lead again.
the Tom Chester thing.
The Tom Chester Mitchell Moses thing.
Again, it's one of those things where letter of the law technically is a penalty, but that's stupid.
The dude's like 3
centimeters
off the ground.
What's Chester supposed to do?
Here's what I think. Here's what I think. If Tom Chester hits the ball with his hand, it wouldn't be a penalty. I don't think it would be a penalty at all.
But it was already knocked on, though. This is the thing, and that's where a lot of people are confused.
You already knocked the ball on, and then you got
the hit in the head did not make him drop the ball.
This is true.
He had already dropped the ball. And
I've
listened to a number of podcasts about this, and the majority of people say, common sense, guys. Common sense. Chester did not go in there to take the dude's head off.
Correct. I agree with that.
So there was no intent. His intent was to get the
This
ball.
game should have gone to Golden Point.
The Cowboys were still lost.
They may have, but
because they played Golden Point against Parramatta before this year.
Also,
it's still lost.
Apparently, when Drinkwater tried one of his 2 kicks for 2-point field goal, one of the guys ran through and hit his kicking leg, which every other game is a penalty and a kick in front or
Every
whatever.
other kicker is
I thought we
also
talked
a
about
World Cup.
like the common sense thing, right? Would
Yeah.
that not be the same.
Well, if what's good for the goose, then, right? I mean, it has to go both ways. If they're going to be nonsensical for one team, let them be nonsensical for both teams. Because
I haven't gone back and looked at that. I just didn't want to watch this game again. I just didn't.
no,
want
and
to
I'm not. I don't want to watch it again either. But
We have-
this is the thing: there were really good patches for the Cowboys in this game as well.
But that's their thing the whole year. I cannot for the life of me understand why this team cannot play consistently. And I'd love for in one of the post-game press conferences, one of the reporters to be like, "Hey, this has been a trend this year where the Cowboys cannot put together stretches of good, consistent football. Does anybody in the building know why?" And watch Todd Payton have no clue what to say. And then try and tell me that he's the right coach for this team. I'm done. No, he simply cannot be. He simply cannot be. If he was a coach worth any of his salt, the Cowboys would be a top 4 team because they have a top 4 roster. And for patches of the year, they have played like a top 4 team. Why can they not do it on a week-to-week basis? It is beyond me.
It's beyond a lot of people. A lot of people are very confused as to how this team can play so well and then play so badly.
Because none of them actually enjoy playing football. I swear.
Well,
None
I
of
think
them
Chester
enjoy playing
enjoys
football.
playing football.
Yeah, because he and Lukey, I get. Like, they've
been injured to hell. and
exactly.
back
They've been contracted to the Cowboys for 4 years and played
Like,
maybe a grand total of 50 games between them, right?
Yeah.
But, like, Scott Drinkwater, I get why Scott Drinkwater could be checked out because he's going to the Dragons next year. Whoopie D.
Or get rid of him then and do what they're going to do.
They
Put
can't
Purdue
do
at
that.
fullback.
They can't drop Drinkwater 3 weeks out from finals. It's not going to happen.
They won't, but maybe they should.
But see, unfortunately, Drinkwater has moments where he plays well. He plays. This is the entire team. They play well, just well enough that you can't justify dropping them. But they're not going to play well enough to actually win enough games to be competitive.
Well, so far they've at least won more than they've lost, so hopefully they can keep that trend up.
They're gonna by none of their own merit, they're gonna beat the Tigers, and you're gonna see them be like, "Oh, we have to play finals now." No, I swear, I will not be shocked if they fully just tank so they don't have to play
I
finals.
don't think that'll be the case.
Go play fucking golf or something.
I think they'll make it, and I think
Then they can lose.
then they'll probably lose,
Then
but
they'll
at least they'll make it, I suppose, which is better than
Yeah,
not
but
making it.
it'll be the most empty finals appearance that has ever happened. Legitimately, there will not have been a worse team to make the finals.
We have
Broncos,
probably-
Eels a few years ago.
I
58 block.
I still stand by the fact that if the Cowboys run into either the Dolphins or the Sharks in week 1 of the finals, that 58-0 scoreline is in jeopardy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Actually, no, the Cowboys probably have a better attack. It'll be 58-12.
Well,
Really good
to take
attack.
any bright
Exactly.
spots out of the game, we have probably try of the
They had the
year.
try of the year and the
And the
tackle
hit
of the year in the same game and lost. What a pathetic excuse for a franchise, dude. I'm sick of it.
It was John Bateman putting in the crossfield kick,
That's
and it was on the money. Landed right in Braden Burns' arms, man. It was such a good kick.
They can't even score tries normally. Like, they have to be dumb. All the Eels tries in this game were pretty decent, like, attacking shape. And all the Cowboys ones are that random Moon Knight panel where he's just throwing something. It's a random bullshit go. That's exactly what the Cowboys are. And I cannot do it anymore.
Yeah,
I just can't.
They're kind of like the try scoring of the Raiders. Just a bunch of random tries of all
They're the
time.
Raiders that can't defend for their lives because they don't care.
But apparently are better than
The Raiders that don't care about football is what the Cowboys are.
I think they have a better roster than the Raiders, to be fair.
I mean, that's probably true, which is why they're ahead of the
Which
Raiders
is, yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
But
Look,
yeah.
and they do enough to win games when they win them. They haven't really flogged any team this year. The
They
biggest
beat
flog
the Dragons.
was the Dragons, was 30-0.
I stand by the fact that they haven't played well in a loss. I would be so much more confident in this team if they played well in a loss, but they haven't.
Hey, Terry Glasgow.
That was all we don't want to talk about.
Precisely, right? Name me one game where they've played hard and lost.
I'd actually have to go back and look at other things.
Yeah, spoiler alert, there aren't any. The closest you can find is maybe the Knights in Vegas. Maybe. But even then, they weren't good.
They weren't great, but the Knights also weren't amazing. That was not the best group of 4 teams to go over and play Vegas.
Next year's ones is worse.
Yes, I know.
They're running out of good
They got the Gold Coast going over. That's a bad idea.
Melbourne, the Gold Coast, Parramatta, and the Tigers.
Do they have to send the Bears over in year 5 or whatever because they don't have enough franchises?
And PNG as well.
Oh no. But yeah, it's just
look,
gross.
we're very frustrated as fans watching them, obviously. They need to show something.
I want to drop the entire back 5. Can we do that? Except Tom Chester, he's good. But everybody else can go.
Murray Talangi ran for
He sucks!
He ran for 206 meters.
He sucks!
We gotta keep...
Murray Talangi sucks. There is in no way can a guy who routinely plays Origin every year have no NRL offers good enough for him to not go to French rugby. There is something else going on with him, and clearly nobody likes the guy. I don't like the guy. He sucks. His defense is awful.
We keep
You know what we need to do, and not we, the Cowboys franchise needs to do.
Fire everybody.
They need to learn how to attack a bomb. You've got 2 people who know how to do that.
One of them's injured.
And
the other is the 5'8".
Yes.
And he's been playing like shit the
Cohen,
past few weeks.
And Cohen has some.
Probably.
He goes all right too under the high ball, to be fair.
Oh man, they're going to drop Jake Clifford.
I hope they don't.
They're going to do it because Purdue's been the one in form. He's actually played okay.
Richard Todd already came out and said that or something.
They're going to drop Clifford again. They're going to drop Clifford.
And they'll lose.
And so they'll lose to the Tigers.
Yeah.
And so they're going to lose to the Tigers, and then the Raiders will come out and beat them, and they're going to miss the finals when all they need to do was beat one of 3 of the worst teams in the league, and they couldn't do it. It is the ultimate collapse, and they should eject everybody of the staff and half the playing group into the sun. But it won't happen. Everything will stay the same, and next year is going to be the exact same shit, except their attack's going to be worse because Drinkwater's not there. And I feel like I'm going insane because it's the same thing every week and nothing changes. That's why it's the same thing every week. Ruben Cotter was good, though.
He was excellent.
He was good.
Tamalolo ran for over 100 metres for 9 runs.
We don't have to wait till the end of the season to send Kyra Noble to face. He's awful.
Well,
that was the worst whiff of a tackle I've ever seen.
Oh,
just let Kelly run 60 metres off the kickoff.
Yeah, that was bad.
How does that happen?
When that happened, I went, this does not all go well.
It was so reminiscent of Drinkwater screwing up the play the ball in the Roosters game, right? It's almost the exact same thing, except the Roosters are a good football team and the Eels are bad. Yeah. But at least they play hard, so yay, what we do. Good job. We're at the point of the year where the Eels are going to play well, so we're like, oh, they're going to be good next year if Moses is healthy, and it never happens. No. Jerome Luai's going to come here and it's going to ruin them.
Well,
he and Talon De Silva are not going to get on.
They didn't win because of their forward pack.
Well, they won because the Cowboys lost.
Well, they won because of their back line. I mean, look how many meters each of them ran.
I've trashed Brian Kelly a lot, but
he had a good
low-key, he's been really good this year on the wing.
They also have a guy who can throw like a 30-meter pass.
The best pass I've ever seen.
Yeah,
that is the best pass I have ever seen from anybody ever.
Best pass I've seen, but it was very good.
Yeah,
and it was a forward. No, I think the Tamalolo was. I actually think the Harry Grant flick from dummy half was probably better.
This was the best pass of all time.
It was a good pass.
That's Junior Paulo's swan song play.
Look at the size of him. He should almost be able to pass the whole freaking field. He's a big boy.
Yeah.
Look, it was a good pass.
They lost to a team that was playing Apatwidal at full.
Was that the pass? Yeah, well, that was the pass that ended up with the Chester hitting Moses in the head.
No.
Oh no, that was the other. No, that was the wrong side of the field.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just.
Oh, that was. They scored a try off that one.
Some Eels fan made a video. I didn't actually watch it. It's like, can Junior Paulo pass over Thanos' army?
Oh yes, this is great. I love those ones. Look, I love those.
How the fall of Constantinople affected LeBron James' career.
LeBron James, yeah. That's like the epitome of those sorts of videos.
What would happen if Big Bird was in the Challenger disaster?
He'd be dead. Okay. That's kind of how it works. Yeah. And
good job on your revenge game, Harrison Edwards. I'm very proud of you.
Yes, who only threw a 3-meter forward pass that wasn't called.
Good riddance.
You get sick of the Call those friggin' forward passes, you absolute numpties on the sideline.
The touch
You are
judges have been
so bad.
the touch judges have been the worst part of the officiating. That is saying a lot.
You could train monkeys to do a better job.
Why is Ronald Volkman so good? When did that happen?
Because he's Polynesian.
That's racist.
It's not racist.
It's good doors.
I tell you what,
That's actually a good thing.
was it Talon de Silva's
Eyebrows?
probably was it his first or
Usually
the,
asphalt.
was it his first or the penalty try that like they came off a line break and to like the right side it was like 9-on-2 or something and Talon de Silva decides to go himself. If he didn't score on that play, Mitch Moses would have killed him on the field.
Yeah, probably.
Mitch Moses would have stomped his head in.
Yeah.
So he's very
I
lucky.
guess, I guess there was the Moses thing, there was the penalty try, which either
I'm
way.
fine with that. Look, it was either going to be a penalty try or both Connor and Purdue were going to get sin binned.
I think one of them. I think it was.
I think
But they were both. It's so funny in that play with because there was Purdue, Connor, and Drinkwater in that tackle, and like Drinkwater runs up to the ref after the penalty tries. He's like, "Mate, I was there tackling him too."
Mm-hmm.
As if Scott Drinkwater trying to tackle anybody means anything.
Well,
It's the most arrogant
no,
shit
but here's the deal.
I've ever heard.
Letter of the law again. Maybe it shouldn't have been a penalty try.
Letter of the law, common sense says Scott Drinkwater was not going to stop him.
But nobody uses common sense. We've already worked this out.
Yeah, but you were saying they should.
Yeah. Well, they didn't.
Well, why are we not making decisions based on common sense if you think that's what they should do?
Well, they do it both ways. Then how about that?
That's dumb.
Then Moses doesn't get a
Why are we
kick
rolling
for
with
goal.
bisexual rugby league
Then
laws?
Moses doesn't get a kick for goal, and who knows what happens after that.
Parramatta still win.
Cowboys would have had that ball because it was a knock on.
They would have dropped the ball because the Cowboys can't hold on to the ball.
Jacob
They
would
suck.
have kicked.
They
Jacob would
suck all the butt. They're so bad.
A 2-point field goal.
Yes.
How in the world? Yeah, this is just stupid game, and I never want to talk about the Cowboys ever again.
Oh, you're going to have to.
Go away.
Well, you won't have to this week
No,
because
thank
they're
you.
having a rest.
I get to laugh at the Broncos.
They are horrendous.
They're gonna get the spoon, guys. It's gonna
I
happen.
actually hope so. That means
It's gonna
that
happen.
the Bulldogs will be beaten by the Dragons this week. That's the only way it happens.
I laugh, but like,
No,
you really have to come at the expense of Reece Walsh.
The only
Come
thing,
on, man.
the only thing, I will actually probably be cheering them on this week, which is kind of sad.
You want them to beat the Raiders.
I want them to beat the Raiders. Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, this game was just sad.
I mean,
As soon as Reece Walsh got hurt, the Broncos were going to lose this game by a lot of points.
I don't think he stopped.
He is their attack.
He's not stopping a 40-6 score. He might make it a 30-6 score or 30-12 or something.
I think it'd be 40-20 if he was on the
Nah, he
field.
wouldn't.
Their
He
defense is
wouldn't.
still crap, but they'd score more points.
He's been too inconsistent even in attack.
They brought Gahema Shibasaki onto him.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
Exactly. It was just
Oh,
bad.
who else did they have on the bench that you could bring on for him?
Ben Hunt.
Jack,
Yeah, well, yeah, everybody loves
You could
him.
put Ezra Mammoth fullback.
Jack
man.
Gidevsky.
I have to say, Ezra Smith is one of the better players in the last few
That's what
weeks.
Bar Samuel.
I kind of hate that.
This is a depressing sight, man. What a once great team, a 1 year great team, I should say, has fallen to pieces.
Even their
Yeah,
best
yeah.
forward doesn't seem to care. What did he run?
116.
116.
Made a lot of tackles, but 43 of none is
Yeah.
pretty good. But yeah, it's just bad, man. I like seeing Billy Walters back. He's actually been pretty good, but there's nothing else here.
There's nothing.
Everything else is bad.
It is well when you got a 46 scoreline against you, everything is going to be bad.
And unfortunately, for the Warriors, it's not much better because yes, they won, but for the second week in a row, someone's busted their hamstring kicking a goal, and now they've run out of halves.
Do we know when Martin's coming back?
It's very, very varied. Maybe
They have
he
Jake
should-
Cleary.
on prognosis, he should be back for finals. Hopefully,
They have Jet Cleary.
They have Jet Cleary. They also have Luke Hanson, who's just
Whoever
going
this guy is.
to
Yeah.
sing Umbop at them, and
Is he
then
like
all
a-
the rest of the team's going to fall asleep.
Is he like the whitest guy ever? Luke Hanson, I swear, is like really white.
Probably. It sounds like a white guy's name. He's not. He wasn't in this game. Luke Metcalf was for 20 minutes or whatever.
And he did his hamstring
Very
kicking a
good.
goal.
Again.
Like, how does that?
My word, it wasn't a
Wow.
hamstring for the
It's
other
funny
guy.
how the soft
No, it was
tissue.
a hamstring for
Well,
Ashton Ward.
Funny how the soft tissue injuries have ramped up at the end of the longest and fastest season in NRL history.
Yeah,
Who
really.
could have seen that coming?
Really funny.
Wow. Wow.
Shocking.
The Warriors are going to lead the RLPA strike against the scheduling next year.
Oh, it's horrendous.
It's just bad.
Everybody's getting injured.
Yes, and now Chance is out.
Chance
Except the Roosters, apparently. No one on the Roosters wants to get hurt. Every other team's going to get hurt, except the Roosters. It's so bullshit, and I hate it. I say that James Tedesco's been out for 3 weeks. It's just dumb.
And to be fair, Nathan Cleary hasn't gotten hurt. Yeah.
True.
I guess
But they lost Isaiah. And Mitch Kenny's missed 3 quarters of the year.
Yeah, it's just...
Some Deans got hurt.
Also, Liam Martin was hurt, wasn't he? Liam Martin got hurt for a decent period of time this year.
But he's also been very good, I have to say.
It's the finals, don't worry.
The Warriors did Warrior things
They
again.
were really good. They were really good.
As normal.
Yep.
They just don't seem to be... I mean, Fisher Harris was found...
It just doesn't matter who's in the team for them. I think they are the most well-drilled team in the league.
The Warriors beat a maroon team. That sounds like the NBA.
Warriors should never play at Suncorp Stadium ever again. Every single time they play there, someone gets hurt. Every time.
Sounds like the NBA. The Warriors beat a
They
maroon team.
Lofiana Campera, 195 from 10.
Yep, well, welcome to the
Well, he had an
speed.
interception.
And he didn't have any line. They didn't credit him with a line break of the interception.
Well, I don't think that's true.
No,
I don't think that's bad because, I mean, he was behind the defensive line.
It's Loppy. He scores tries. What can you do? Yeah, the Warriors are really good. Yeah, they're really, really, really
They are
good.
going to push hard in this final series.
Please, man. I'm so... If they get robbed of one of the great Warriors teams because of injuries, I'm going to be livid.
If they get robbed of the Great Warriors teams because the refs have come to
Oh,
No, but see, they've been okay when it comes to that this year, I think.
You know which team hasn't? The Cowboys.
Oh, yeah, well, that's good. If we're talking about the ruck infringements things because their ruck is incredibly
it's penalties.
Well, they're also just incredibly ill-disciplined. They are the Cowboys.
Yeah, but not every other team is perfect when they play them either, so...
True, I suppose. Speaking of not perfect, the Titans.
Bad.
Very, very sad. They started really crappily, but the rest of the game was actually okay. It's just that their start was so bad that they couldn't claw it back. Very, very sad.
4-7-17.
They won the second half.
Yeah.
Oh, I know they didn't.
No.
20 to 16. I can't math. The Titans suck. Makes me very sad.
Not good.
Very, very sad.
Johnny Kenny ran 254 meters.
Yeah. Well, that's just him. That's just what he does. Philip Sammy's been really good.
Tino.
Yep.
216.
Yep, welcome to the world of having one good forward.
Yes, I know.
He played the whole game. Dude.
It's just manly.
That's crazy.
Who's Bodie Sharpley?
Oh yeah, he's a Central Queenslander who made his debut.
I want to know how Ollie Pascoe passed his HIA. He was out. He was out. I have no idea how he came back. He's goofy.
He's William Afton.
5 people understand that reference. Very good.
I'm pretty sure more than 5 people.
This is the story of the Titans, right? They can't defend. Their attack is decent, and they're just this is what happens when basically everything changes in an off season. So they'll get another one. They'll be better for it next year. I think they're just waiting for the season to end.
Yeah, I think they're just marking time.
Yeah, pretty much. The Knights, however, have a legitimate push for the top 4 because, sure, why not at this point?
They let a lot of points in from the Titans, so that's not good defense.
It happened. Yeah, this was just goofy. Callum Ponga played really well. That's about it. Oh yeah, there's Callum Ponga.
Right.
Greg Marju, he also did pretty well.
Jermaine McEwen's sneakily pretty good. He's sneakily pretty good.
Yeah.
He works as a really good foil for Manu Leilua because Manu Leilua is this massive hulking, line busting, tackle busting guy. He's really good. But McEwen's the perfect foil guy because he just goes about his business, makes good yardage carries, makes a lot of tackles, and just does his job. Quite a good under the radar player for them, I think, this year. He's been quietly really, really efficient. So he's been good. Trey Mooney finally looking like the player I hoped he would be when he moved to Newcastle. He's finally doing well. Toby Winter, I like him. I like Toby Winter. He's fun. But yeah, it's just the Newcastle. This is another one of those things. Doing what you have to. They're one.
They're winning.
And that's all they need to be doing.
Jermaine McEwen was pretty good.
Yeah. He's pretty good. And Fletcher Sharp, but who's Fletcher Sharp?
7 runs for 170
meters. He's fast, man.
But to be fair, one of those was a very long range try.
He is,
even though it looked like he was going slow.
He is lightning quick. He's really, really quick. So yeah,
a few of those this year.
The Knights are really interesting. I don't know how I feel about them. I'm waiting for the lack of Dylans to catch up with them. But it just doesn't. It doesn't appear to be happening.
Hasn't yet. Their coaching is good yet, apparently.
Speaking of bad coaching, Benji Marshall needs to be fired yesterday. This is awful. Adam Dewey's hurt now, and the Dragons beat them and have a legitimate chance to not get the spoon now.
Yeah. There's two teams they could chase down, actually. I think the Titans.
Go Dragons! Go the Dragons! I like them. I like the Dragons. They're really good. It's funny. Like, they, obviously, it's Wednesday we're recording this, they released the team list, and then earlier today, Emery Gula got released immediately, so they've already got to mess with that before the game. I love the Dragons, dude, it's great. But, do we need to say it for the Dragons? Their forwards are amazing. They played Dan Atkinson at, like, fullback for most of this game. He did things and stuff. It was great.
Great.
Brian Couchman, 12 runs for 92. Not great.
Toby Couchman, 21 for 181 off the bench in 63 minutes.
Brian wasn't pulling his weight then, was he?
No, it was near the other one.
Was he the one that got booted in the face?
Yes.
Yes.
One of the best Falcons I've ever seen.
All of these guys are great. Loco Pacific Tonga is a beast. Yeah. I love all of these forwards.
I like liking these forwards.
I've been mad that he hasn't played more this year. But that would require dropping Kyle Flanagan, who is just immortal, seemingly.
He runs for 9 meters from Kyle Flanagan.
Goaded on the sticks. Kyle played 14 for 472. Goofy, silly. Dear. Yeah, just like they won. The Dragons won. They're just building stuff for next year at this point,
and they're getting a semi-decent team.
I'm quite liking it. I'm quite liking it. I'm quietly optimistic about the Tigers.
The Dragons.
The Dragons. I'm not optimistic about the Tigers at all. This is just sad. This is sad. They lost Alex 12 in the lead up to this game, which killed all my fantasy matchups. So thank you for that, you IBS having prick.
I won our fantasy league somehow.
Oh yeah, you won finishing in last. Screw you. Because you ass. Freaking stupid.
Because him and Bob both had injured teams leading up to that.
Yep.
And he got knocked out. And it was me and him in the final. I beat him.
Both of you got, I beat both of you by like over 150 points. It's just dumb.
Yeah.
Stupid and dumb.
Hard to play and not play, that's why I got beaten.
I had Reece Walsh. You got hurt.
I Jai Gray can make it play. Period.
Yeah, I was at Alex Farley.
I actually took care of my team semi-well.
I don't even want to talk about it. They had the debut guy, Sakura, who scored a try. That's always fun.
He only scored 2 tries.
He's a big dude.
I think he scored 2 tries.
He scored 2. He did score 2. Actually, he's like Moses Sully. He's massive.
Yeah, he's a big,
very large man.
He scored in front of
Sully also scored a try.
I feel bad for Fonua Pole in this team.
He's great
because he's still trying. I quite like him.
Terrell May's still asleep.
Yeah, he just doesn't care. He just doesn't care. Adam Dewey's shoulder is dead now. They're still playing Patrick Herbert. Junior Tupou is there. Like, this is just bad. It's all bad at the Tigers. Nothing's good.
Luai is a twit.
Yes.
And he's
idiot.
Not a very nice guy.
Idiot, buffoon, moron.
I don't
mind After Carousel. He tries.
It's funny, I was in the ABC sometimes because I was driving in the car. They call him Epicuroyasau.
I quite like the ABC commentary.
Kuroyasau. I guess if you look at the way the last name is, it'd be interesting because a lot of the teams do their "this is how you pronounce our name" videos.
At this point, he'll come over and say it's Kora Isao.
Well, could be.
Which sounds like an area in Japan.
He's what is he? He's Fijian. I don't think he's. It's not the same as the Polynesian dudes with all the little stoppages in their names as they talk.
But yeah, it's just like, what is there to talk about? Everything that's bad for the Tigers is the same as been bad for the past 2 months.
Yeah, not going good.
What a disastrous year, man. Yeah, that's going to be a sad autopsy. Women's ones. Tegan Berry, get out of the Dragons, I swear to God. This is just depressing. Leave, dude.
The Titans beat you.
This is the worst team I think I've ever seen. It's so bad, man. Everything's bad. Ruby Jean Kenneth Ellis is good. She's good. And that's Casey Ray is good. And that's about it. Everything else sucks. Everything's bad. Everything sucks. Why are the Titans a top 2 team now? I don't know. I don't understand what's happening
because
anymore.
The Broncos have fallen off a little bit in the last couple of games.
Micah Clark had 180 meters which is pretty impressive. Georgia Hale is a tackle machine. We know nothing really new here for the Titans for like the past couple of years, except it's working for them now. I'm happy about it. Don't get me wrong. I love seeing the Titans be good. This is great. Good job, Piggenberry. I'm so sorry. Get out. You know the Eels who beat the Bulldogs for some reason. What in the world is going on? What is happening?
I'm confused about the NRLW. I really don't know.
Oh, well, the Bulldogs had 2 people sin bin, which doesn't help.
That never helps.
Never helps. Abby Church is really good at this football thing.
Yeah.
Rachel Pearson might be my favourite halfback to watch in the entire league.
Elsie Albert had a big game.
Elsie Albert did also have a very big game, which is good for them. Keely Joseph is amazing.
Yes.
They've got so many good people. Why are they bad? It's stupid. The Bulldogs
241 metres from their fullback.
Yeah, Abby Church is good.
Yeah.
She's pretty good. The Bulldogs also have some good people, but they suck. Alexis Tawney is really good.
Yep.
Like, she is really good.
And
that's about it.
About it for that weekend.
Taylor Preston is really good, but it's like no one really goes with her. She set up 2 of their 3 tries. Like, it's just
Monica Tangawai.
150 metres.
Yeah, that's pretty good. But yeah.
And you play 70 minutes as a winger and have 3 runs for 23 metres.
Pretty bad.
That is pretty poor.
That's very bad, actually.
I would say it is bad.
Robinson did okay, I guess. Bad.
Yeah, Andy does alright. Yeah, the Roosters beat the Broncos. What do you do?
Yay!
Great. I hate both the Roosters teams being good. It sucks. Sucks poo. But it's the same thing. They're both the same. They both just have the best rosters in their respective leagues.
Amber Hall played?
Amber Hall, I do believe, played in this game. Yes, 9 for 84. Played 29 minutes off the bench, scored another try.
Of course she did.
Well, she does. She's a 3-meter crash play merchant.
That's because nobody can stop her from there.
It's like, this must be what it was like watching Wilt Chamberlain in basketball in the 60s, because he's just bigger than everybody else. Like, this must be what it felt like. It's
probably in Shaq.
Yeah, Shaquille O'Neal would be very similar, yeah. It's like, oh no, some people are out. Looks like Jess Surgis has to set up 3 tries. How bad. It's like, this is so dumb. This is so dumb.
Isabel Kelly doing good things as well. Yeah, they're a good team.
Olivia Kernick is just the best. It's just dumb. And the Broncos are without Ali Brigginshaw, who apparently is very important.
Apparently so.
Despite needing a walker.
Tamika Upton tried.
Tamika Upton always
Well,
tries.
she probably is.
Jesse Southwell tries. It's about it.
Their forwards weren't great.
No, they're just not really getting any movement. They are missing Shalom Salaso so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
They really needed her spark off the bench. There's a reason she won Rookie of the Year last year, right? The Raiders beat the Knights, which I didn't see coming, and the Raiders might actually be really good. Not fully certain how that happened. Field goal.
Yeah,
yes, there was a field goal. It was a good game. Sophie Holloman is really good. Sophie Holloman's really good.
Maybe the Knights aren't. Maybe Southall was a big deal for them.
Maybe, but they haven't been bad. They've been better than we all thought they would be after they lost Southall. Like, Kira Dib is the GOAT, so she's excellent. Yeah, Shanti Tamara, we don't need to say anything about her, right? She's just amazing. They've got quite a good few people here.
Tamara plays really hard.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And the Knights, like, they played. This was a good game. Like, by no means was this a bad game of football.
Apart from the completion rate.
But like, this is 70% around standard for an RLW game, so it's like this is fine.
Should be doing better than that, though. Let's face it.
It's just like Kira Dib was really good, and that's
Kira Dib is really good. That's why.
This is true. It's just like
we miss her up here at the Cowboys.
Damn right we do. This sucks. They've got a good playmaker, so. And they're what? What position are they on the ladder right now for them? They are 7.
Just outside.
They're 2 wins outside the top 4. Is it top 4 for them?
Top 6.
It's a top 6.
So they're one game.
They're one game outside, so it's not panic stations just yet for the Raiders. Why are the Tigers a top 4 team? How did that? They've won more games this year than their past 3 seasons combined.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
How in the world has this happened? This is amazing. Racine McGregor is awesome.
They scored the same number of drives.
Yeah, just the Warriors can't kick. Patricia Maliepo, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Racine McGregor is just awesome. They've got so many good people.
Caitlin Turnbull, yeah.
Sarah Togatuki is great. Shaylee Bent is awesome. They've got so many great people.
They got a good team.
They do have a good team. finally looks like it's paying off. Warriors.
I'm a bit concerned about the Warriors now.
Kind of disappointed in them, to be honest.
Still in the top 6, I think.
I thought they'd be better than the Vikings.
So did I.
Yeah,
that's not a good result.
Their forwards just weren't great in this game. Like, it was all their bench people that did the damage. Like, Rada Butler, she's carried over her form from last year, and you know, it's just Mele Hufanga hasn't done much. She had 6 runs in this game, 32 meters. That's not
normal.
That is not Broncos Mele Hufanga.
No, not even close.
So there's a little bit of concern now around them, I think.
Yeah, I reckon.
Kind of sucks.
There's a team coming up.
Yeah, exactly. How did the Cowboys beat the Sharks?
They were way better than the Sharks.
This team is Mackenzie Wheel.
Oh, yeah.
And that is it. Because that was the best game I've seen from a forward.
Amazing in that game.
She had like 220 meters or some bullshit.
Yeah,
226! She led the team
Cowboys.
in meters, tackles, tries, everything.
Fancy, 110 points.
Just nuts. What a great game. And Fran Goldthorpe.
Yeah,
They're playing her at fullback, and they look
excellent.
decent.
Yeah, she
Funny
was
how that
excellent.
works.
Bree Chester's really
Jasmine Peters also had a good game. Look,
why is Kayla Jackson's picture so much bigger than everybody else's?
Whoops, we got the pixels wrong.
You don't need double dash. Who needs double dash? I don't even know who double dash is. Not that important.
Apparently not.
Jasmine Peters at 200 meters. This is great.
I just like there was a pass from
Bars.
There was a pass from one of the Sharks players to Talisha Harden. It's the only way she's getting the ball these days.
She would have taken 5 steps and put someone corner.
Yeah,
I reckon.
2 steps. It wasn't.
They counted them.
No, I think she was just because the person was being tackled, and she was just there, and I'm pretty sure she just called for it.
Mine.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then she got tackled, but at least the Cowboys got the ball.
And then was moving like you got shrunk by a lightning bolt in Mario Kart.
Or you've got concrete in your shoes.
I mean, the Cowboys aren't going to make finals.
No, I am just really glad to see that they have. Look, Ricky Henry was up against it at the start of the year.
Yes, absolutely.
Having lost all those people,
everybody
trying to rebuild this team, and they're finally rebuilding, and they have to build it around Mackenzie because.
Boy, they need someone else in the spine. They really.
Yeah.
I know them. I know Emma Manzelman is injured, but like they need someone in the halves, man. They need someone in the halves. Alicia Ford's doing good stuff out of the dummy half, so
she's fine. Yeah. Although her first
Margot
goal
Bella's really good.
Margot Bella finally looking like the recruit that we wanted, so that's good. I think that's that for last round.
Maybe Talisha Harden was moving from first one on my 600-pound life.
Moving up to this round. The Storm and Panthers are going to play each other. Why are the Panthers playing every Thursday now? Why did that happen?
Cowboys played 2 in a row on a Thursday.
Yes. For the Panthers' case, McLean is in, which is good for them.
That's good for them.
I think that's about the only change, though.
Harry Grant playing it? Nope.
Everything is still the same. Harry Grant is back for Melbourne.
That's helpful.
So is Jack Howarth, which is also helpful.
Yeah.
About it.
I think they'll be happy
They
if they ever
somehow
get
think,
their
why is Trent Tolau starting at halfback instead of Tyron Wishart? Why is that happening? Oh, I don't know. What's Craig doing? Craig, what are you doing, man?
Looking to the future.
We play Angus Kinchi, that's right. Panthers?
I would say so, but the Storm.
Bro, the Storm win this game.
The Storm at last start was actually really good. So
Did they not?
They beat the Bulldogs, I think it was, like 42 to.
Oh, was that the Raiders?
It might have been the Raiders. Oh, it might have been the Raiders.
Yeah, because the Raiders go down to a really early lead, and then Melbourne just
blasted them off the park.
Manly?
I don't remember.
Oh no, it was Manly.
And they're in Perth.
Oh, that's right. They played in Perth.
Oh yes, that's right.
Blew the Eagles off the park.
Well, everyone's doing that these days.
That's true, but
do something new.
Just win. I mean, I don't know. I'll go Panthers, but the Storm could somehow pull something out.
I think I'm going to go with Panthers. Yeah. The Raiders and Broncos are going to play a game in which the Raiders are going to win.
I hope they don't. I want there to be less chances of teams below the Cowboys getting in.
Can it just be a draw?
It could be a draw. That would also kill their season.
It would be hilarious. Corey Horsman's back.
He was out for all one game.
That's amazing.
And then Ricky's gone, you know
Good
what?
job, Ricky.
Maybe
you spineless coward.
Maybe we do need him after all.
They're going to lose because of that. It's great.
Probably.
Have some principles.
I hate saying this, but go the Broncos.
I don't want to root for the Broncos.
I will anyway.
I want the Broncos to get the spoon.
Space Rock.
Go Space
Go
Rock.
Space Rock.
Sumi Sasangi is back, which is good for them.
Good for them, yeah.
Josh is starting now, which is good. I imagine he'll do that probably the rest of the year.
He'll go for 15 minutes and say, I'm buggered and get
The
off.
Bronx, Osu Roos Walsh is out, so Hayes Perham is now starting in the halves. Ben Hunt is starting at halfback because...
Hayes Barham is starting in the halves, wearing jersey number 1.
Sorry, Hayes Perham's a fullback.
That's great.
That's the right one. Ben Hunt's in the halves because, sure.
Well, it's okay because Reece Walsh isn't a fullback, so it's okay.
he's got no one to not want to pass it to. It's great.
Yes.
I'd say it's the Raiders.
Moses on the bench. Okay.
You think the Raiders?
I think the Raiders probably win, but I'm going to cheer for the Broncos anyway. I don't want the Broncos to win.
I would prefer the
Never thought I would hear Dad. I never thought I would hear.
For the sake of NRL
Dad.
ratings, having round 27 be a fight for 8th place would be something.
Nah, pretty off. I'm sick of being on the edge of my seat.
You shouldn't be. You should just not give a shit. The Dolphins and Eels are going to play a game. No, I don't know. I don't know about this one anymore.
The Eels have been playing well.
Conley Lemuelu is out because he's suspended.
Yeah, I think
He's suspended. Max Platt's on the edge now for reasons.
Good anyway.
Morgan Knowles at lock feels gross. Brian Poe and Neil.
Go Knowlesy.
Who's Sam? Oh, it's the Cowboy, right? Sam Elliott's down there.
Sam Elliott.
For the Eels, Dylan Walker's out, which sucks.
That's actually not good for them.
So
he's been good for them.
Josiah Funa is on the bench now.
Josiah Funa.
Kelma Tuolangi is still there as well.
Yeah.
There's a Ryder Talangi. Obviously a relative of Blaze, I imagine.
Maybe.
Because Blaze was from
he was.
here. Dolphins?
I would say the Dolphins.
I gave the Eels a decent chance.
Oh, they have a chance. Absolutely.
What's the Dolphins beating like 40 to block or something?
No, it could be.
Probably. The Knights are going to beat the Seagulls.
Yep.
Do we need to talk about this?
Not really.
No, they don't need Dan Gagai. They don't need Francis Manolelu. They've got Tyson Frizzell.
Yep. He's good.
And Manly have Tom Trbojevic back. Why is he here?
Well, that means they're going to lose by more.
Okay, so Clayton Fa'alalo's a 5'8", which means they've dropped Joey Welsh. I feel like he was the least of their problems. Sure. Yeah. Well, why not? What is Foreign doing there?
Kieran Foreign doesn't know how to coach.
This is disgusting. Caleb Navale is back.
Yeah,
right here.
The Knights are going to win.
Diesel Hagen is still there as well.
Elijah with lots of words in his last name.
Salesa Leo Moana.
Moana.
Knights win by a lot.
Make way.
The Rabbitohs Warriors in the first interesting game of the week.
The Warriors are going to win.
You reckon?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah.
Yep.
You said that with a lot of conviction, and I don't think it's going to be as convincing as you think it's going to be. Really?
Their forward pack is better.
The Bulldogs forward pack is better than the Rabbits forward pack, at least for the final.
I don't know. The Warriors.
There's a big difference there. The Warriors are not the Bulldogs.
Will probably win, but I don't think it'll be very a blowout here.
Latrell Mitchell sitting in the reserve.
Lofiana Camperera is going to score 3 tries.
Just let
to get it back to even Stevens with his game number.
I don't even know why you'd risk Latrell because you've got finals locked up now. Yeah. Why just
make sure he's 100% for finals?
Save him till finals.
Yeah. Maybe Wayne has dementia. I can't remember how many points.
Or have him on the 6-man bench and only bring him on if you need a miracle.
Really necessary.
Super sub Latrell.
No, I think Warriors win this. I think look, the South will make it interesting, but I think the Warriors.
Oh damn, you are right. Luke Hanson is white. He looks like a baby. He looks like a baby.
It's Stewie from the Family Guy.
He has a football shaped head.
Yeah, sorry.
He's 174, 182.
He's boss baby.
Halfback. They've run out of half.
You said he was 182. Man, he's a tank.
He's baby. Big baby.
Yes. It should be, no, I think the Warriors win based on the fact that their forward pack actually cares.
He's the player of potential meatballs baby mascot thing.
Baby Brent.
Yes.
Boss baby.
What a crazy reference. Yeah, you're probably right.
Look, I think Souths will keep it interesting because they've been good.
Souths will play 20 minutes of really good football, and it'll be enough to keep the game close, but I think the Warriors are just slightly more consistent.
I think they've just got a bit more in them than Souths have.
I see another Morgan Ganning sighting. That's cool.
I think we'll get another try out of our record breaker.
Loffy and see Alex Johnson, the man who has the record, and Loffy,
who will probably
if he keeps
catch
playing
it.
on the good teams, might chase him.
Yeah, I reckon he could.
It's 2026. Come back to this when Loffy's like 10 tries away from catching Alex Johnston in 20 years when YouTube doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
When it's just ads. It's just ads. The Dragons and Bulldogs are going to play each other in a game that is interesting now.
Actually, it will be interesting.
For some reason. Dan Atkinson at fullback still.
Josh Kerr's back.
Josh Kerr. In the jersey 20. Josh Kerr. Wait, where's that?
Jersey 19.
Jersey 19. Okay, there he is.
So he's probably not playing.
Setu
2 is not playing.
He's been on the bench before. Come on. I don't know. Emery Gula's been released, so this will update like Friday night as to what happens there. I just imagine Toby Couchman gets to start. Oh no.
How sad.
And then
they will probably bring in
Blake Laurie will come onto the. Oh yeah, Josh Kerr will be the bench forward. That's probably fine.
Yeah.
For the Bulldogs, Jethro Rinakama's out, which kind of sucks. So Bronson Sherry's back in the centres.
And Ari goes on to the wing.
They've kept Crichton in the halves, which I think is bold.
He didn't do much last week.
No, not really. We didn't really talk about that. He was poor.
He was not good.
I want the Dragons to win.
It's going to be closer than you think.
I want the Dragons.
I think the Dragons, if they keep playing like they have been, are going to push the hell out of this game. And I'm actually going to be cheering for them. I'm not sure I'm going to tip them, but I'm going to be cheering for them.
I'm going to tip them. Go the Dragons. There's a legitimate argument they could just straight up win this game. That's the thing. Because the Bulldogs, they have a forward pack that I think matches up pretty well against the Bulldogs.
Oh, absolutely.
Both sets of outside backs are bad.
Yep.
So it's all going to come down to luck, and the Dragons just seem to have a little bit more of that going at the moment. So,
and liking King Tonga has been going really well.
I'm still mad that he hasn't played. He's been really good, and I thought he was going to do it at the back end, because he was playing a lot last year. I thought they'd play him, but apparently not. So who knows?
Yeah, go the Dragons. They'll knock the Bulldogs out for good. That's also a good thing.
The Titans and Sharks are going to play each other. This
in a game that could be actually interesting.
This is a game that will certainly happen.
Yes.
Will it be good? No.
Nifal Pulu.
Yeah, Nephi Purdue is now in the halves.
Nephi,
anything else in particular happening here? Not
we
really.
have to talk about this game.
And Fanil Blake's back. No, I think this game could be the opposite of boring. I think there could be a lot of points in this game.
I think that the Sharks probably.
I'm going to tip the Titans out of spite because I hate the Sharks.
Yeah, I hate the Sharks too.
Go Titans. Ollie Pascoe to score 5 tries.
I hope the Titans do win.
Please, I have you in my fantasy team.
Talon De Silva is the leading Eels try scorer. He scored 10 on the year and has the most for any Eel.
That's a sad indictment.
It's depressing, isn't it?
Actually, no, it's not a sad indictment. It's a good indictment because
and then 82 to 12 was bad. This might be worse. The Roosters and Tigers are going to play each other, where the Tigers don't have Adam Dewey. Oh no! And James Tedesco is back. There could be 100 points in this game.
Well,
I don't want it to happen, mind you, but it might happen.
It may just happen.
It may happen.
Yeah.
I hate this. I don't want to tip the Roosters, but I'm going to just by virtue of the Tigers can't beat anybody.
No, they can't beat the Dragons.
Hey, look, maybe Terrell May will actually try because he's playing the team that scored him. Stop dying.
You're all dying.
Shut up. Ow.
Nafahu were 150 metres in the first half.
This is going to be such a bad game. This is if the Roosters don't have at least 38 points by halftime, I will be disappointed in them. So yeah, Roosters to win. Any objection? No. Good.
Roosters to win by a lot.
Moving on. For the women, the Knights and Tigers are going to play each other in a game that's actually.
Did you not miss a game?
I don't think so.
Oh wait, no.
Cowboys aren't playing.
No, we got them.
Okay.
The Cowboys are on the bye this week. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
I don't have to watch them. They can go play golf.
We will. In fact,
Knights and Tigers, game that's interesting.
Get some bandanas or something.
I don't know. I don't know who's going to win this game. I kind of want to pick the Knights.
Have got 5 people coming back in. What the hell are they doing?
Oh, because they still have the 4-person.
Oh, right.
They have 5-person reserves as opposed to the NRL's 3.
Right.
I'm going to say.
Go the Knights.
Yeah, I think I'm going to pick the Knights.
They have to come good at some point.
I think I'm probably going to pick the Broncos.
You reckon? I think Kira Dibb will kick him to death. I really think she can get some joy against this Tigers backfire, but I guess we will see how that goes. Bulldogs, Raiders to win probably.
Yeah,
probably.
The way they've been playing, and the Bulldogs have been a bit average, so
be happy with that. Cowboys, Dragons. If the Cowboys win this game, I swear I'm gonna lose it.
I think as long as Mackenzie has another good game, the Cowboys will win.
Maybe we can sign Tegan Berry in the middle of the game. She'd be willing
we
to get out of there.
sign Tegan Berry.
I'd love to have Tegan Berry up here. It'd be great. Titans, Broncos. A game that's actually interesting now.
I think.
Is Ali back yet, or is she still out?
This is her last
she was out 3 weeks.
This is her last week out. So
Okay.
The Titans could actually win this game.
Broncos don't have Brianna Clark either. Just
give it to Jamie Chapman and she'll just run around everyone.
Who is Harlem Walker? That's a great name.
Is she related to Dylan Walker? Maybe.
Who's in Harlem? Daredevil?
Globetrotters.
No, he's in Hell's Kitchen. Who's in Harlem?
Is it Luke Cage?
I don't know. Possibly. I don't remember.
Tara McGrath West.
We beat McGrath first of all.
Yeah, go Titans. I'm going to go with Titans.
Titans tentatively, but I want to shock the Broncos win.
Grath.
That's Graf.
Yeah, Glenn McGrath.
Glenn McGrath.
Yeah.
Like the best Aussie fast bowler ever.
One of the best, yeah.
Fake Australian. The Roosters will beat the Warriors, probably. Stop it. Roosters, Warriors. Roosters win.
Oh, yes.
Probably
by a bit.
And Booslinger alert. The Sharks and Eels are going to play
a terrible game.
It's going to be a bad game.
I'm going to tip the Sharks.
The Eels, because go Eels.
And you don't like
This is a battle of two fullbacks who are really good and are on crap teams. Jaden Taylor and Abby Church both great, and the teams just suck. You know who else sucks? The Australian cricket team. What in the world?
How do you go down to Bangladesh in 3 days?
In fucking Darwin.
In Darwin.
That is 7 runs. Woohoo!
That is the worst cricket thing I think I've ever seen.
It is horrendous.
It was awful. They've dropped Weatherall and
Matt Renshaw.
I think that's
how Marnus is still there is beyond me.
I'm thinking if he doesn't do something this time, he'll be out because I think.
For who? Who do they bring in?
I don't know.
Do they just put Renshaw?
Webster's
already in the squad.
Okay.
Why is Cameron Green
Mitch
still
Owen's
there?
Mitch Owen's going to come.
Because he was the only one that did anything in the second innings.
Who was that?
Did he get 100? I'm saying he probably got close to 100 in the second innings.
Guy. Who's the guy that played like 2? Sam Constas. Bring him back.
No, gross. Who was the? I can't remember what his name is. He was the Scorchers guy. He's like really good. Allen guy. I can't remember his name.
Tim Allen.
I don't think so.
Ray Allen.
I think Tim Allen might be a little old now.
Finn Allen.
Yeah,
him.
Maybe.
Bring him in. He's actually really good.
Should be picking people from Sheffield Shield, not the Big Bash, to play Test.
I think Matt Renshaw is only known for playing Big Bash, I feel like.
No.
I know he does play cricket.
What else is happening?
Anything else happened? The Wallabies beat Japan, obviously.
Warriors won. Japan. It was a good game of football.
It was a good game for 40 minutes, and then the
Wallabies just
decided to kill them because every single forward on the team decided to score. It was great. They just
especially Wallaby 1000. The Looters.
They beat the door down on the Japanese.
Considering the Japanese nearly got them over
the Japanese had a Queenslander on their team.
Turncoat.
There was a lot of
He was a really tall guy too. He was really big. He scored that shot down.
Yeah.
Try.
But that was it. Hayden Panettiere Vale.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Like that's my childhood, man. I watched Racing Stripes. I don't know how many times.
She was like 16 in that movie.
Yeah, man.
It was only 36. It was only 36.
That sucks.
Well, guys, look after you.
Oh man,
keep an eye on them. Yeah.
We need to not just put child actors as a thing.
If they are, that's it. Go home. Go back to school. Do everything that's absolutely normal.
Yeah, don't let them hang around in Hollywood.
Yeah, that's a bad idea. Hollywood is the worst.
Lord knows that show business does terrible shit to kids.
There's a lot of stories, right? It's not just her. She's just the last on
just
the list
latest,
at the moment.
Right? It's just horrible.
It's just really bad. Look after them, guys. Come on.
This sucks.
This sucks. But anyway, we got that. I don't know about.
No one come to Townsville. You're gonna get sick.
Everybody
is sick,
and that's actually a thing that's going around apparently too.
It just felt like it took longer to hit everybody.
Little do we know, we all have bird flu all of a sudden.
That would be funny.
Oh, it wouldn't be very funny.
I haven't started sprouting feathers yet, so I think I'm okay.
But yeah. Oh, we won trivia last night.
We did with bird flu. Yeah, they tend to.
Yes.
That's as bad as your flipping acoustics one for pigeons.
If you think that's bad, dog walk. Anyway, look. Not much else going on. No, the Australians are playing in Mackay.
Yay, woo.
The only Queensland test this year.
NFL preseason's underway. The Patriots tied with the Colts, but who cares because their quarterback was Tommy DeVito. So
no relative
no
of Danny.
No relative of Danny at all.
That'd be funny.
Would be funny.
And the Niners keep getting injured.
Everyone's injured on the
Ricky
Niners.
Everyone
on the Chargers is also getting hurt. Just don't play football in California.
Just don't play football.
That's probably fair.
It's a stupid sport. American football,
the
which
Chiefs
is
are going to curb stomp everyone in the game because they have Eric Bieniemy in the
hand
game,
egg.
and everyone's going to die.
Play hand egg.
Anything else going on?
That's about it. The Lions are coming home with a wet sail in the AFL.
Who was the team that fired their coach and they are playing really well?
I don't.
Like the better version of the Sydney Blues.
Fremantle.
Is it the Blues?
Carlton? Oh, that's possibly.
I think it's the Blues.
Yeah.
They're really good.
Well, they were the ones that absolutely caned Brisbane a couple of weeks ago. But Brisbane, and then in their game after that, beat the next team by about 70 points. So
the
it's like
state of the AFL almost feels like the Super League, where it's like 3 or 4 really good teams and everyone else sucks.
sounds like the NRL.
It does sound like there are no good teams in the NRL.
Roosters.
The best team is the Roosters, and they suck. So no, there are no good teams. Everything about sports sucks now.
The Warriors.
The Warriors.
Yeah, the Warriors.
We can agree that the Warriors are good.
Yes, they are good. Yeah. I hope they win.
I hope they win.
Go Wars. Up the Wars.
Well, they've been in as long as the Cowboys, and they haven't won yet. So hopefully they can. That's not very nice.
I
For
think
the Broncos.
I'm done.
I hope I hear this a bit. Actually, are they playing in Canberra? No, they're playing. Yeah, they're playing in Canberra. They won't get any scoring. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, I'm done.
Okay, have a good one, guys.
That's a good thing Reece Walsh isn't playing in their game because he'd probably turn to a Mick Anderson and just start doing the fucking crap.
Go the Dragons.
Go the Dragons.
Go the Broncos.
Go the Women's
No, I'm
Cowboys.
rooting for the Raiders. I don't care.
Go the Broncos.
Go the Women's Cowboys.
Go the Dragons. And that will be the end of those two teams if that's the way it works.
Yep. Alrighty, so we
Go
will
the
see
Women's
you
Cowboys.
guys next
And
week.
go the Women's Cowboys. They're going good.
Yay.
Go Mackenzie.
Go Mackenzie Wheel.
Yay,
Yes.
Mackenzie.
Alrighty, goodbye.
Bye.
We will see you next time.